Bruh, Michael Jackson might be one of the most lied on people in human history. Let's just keep it real. I mean, when they said the Eipstein files was being released and they was coming out, I had my doubts. I'm like, they don't sit on these things for too long. There's certain stuff they gonna be reenacted, they gonna take out, and we just never gonna know about, right? We wanted to know about them billionaires. We wanted to know about these company CEO owners. We want to know about the people who run the world going to the Epstein Island. But you know what we got? Michael Jackson at a fundraiser with Diane Ross kids taking a picture. Lord of mercy. And they tried to insinuate that the kids was from somewhere else, not knowing those Diana Ross kids, and this for a fundraiser. It just shows you how the media is still trying to manipulate things to look away with Michael Jackson. All these years later, Michael Jackson is still a scapegoat. He's been gone for what, almost 2 decades now? He's still a scapegoat. And another person they threw out there as a scapegoat, and I kind of don't like that one, Chris Tucker. I don't like that Chris Tucker was thrown out there, because Chris Tucker admit he did go to that island one time. Chris was probably a fool trying to make political connections. You know, he was kicking it with Bill Clinton at the time. And if you want to keep it real, ever since Chris Tucker came back from that island, Chris Tucker has never been the same again. Chris Tucker gave his life to the Lord after that. You feel me? Think about that. Chris Tucker never did nothing after that. Chris Tucker admit he went there. He admit he went there. He seen something that changed his life forever. What did he see? Chris probably need to let us know that. But yeah, ever since Chris got back, you know, Chris ain't been the same Chris Tucker. He gave his life to the Lord. Chris Tucker, whatever Chris Tucker seen, it fucked him up, right? But it just lets you know, whenever these files do come out, it's gonna be a PG. It's gonna be PG. They're not gonna give us the real. They're not gonna give us the real. We beyond that. That shit is not happening, right? But it's just crazy that out of all the people that we expected, the main 2 people that they threw out there was black guys, right? Y'all should have known that was coming. Oh man, I think this might be the one to do it to him. So your man Charleston White did an interview with Saycheese, saying that he would never do another interview with Saycheese. He's bigger than Saycheese. He's bigger than the Breakfast Club. He's bigger than DJ Academics. He's bigger than Vlad. He's bigger than YouTube, right? Wild statement to say. This dude's really full of himself, right? And after watching some of that interview, I'm like, oh shit. Charleston White is finna start going down starting in 2026. I think the Charleston White show is finna come to an end, because see, the thing that he didn't do while he's been popular these last couple years, he's never built a platform, right? So he still has to go to platforms to get his message across, right? Now, that's very profitable for him at the same time too. Like he said, he made like 10,000 an interview, which is good money. He do like 4-5 interviews a week. So that's good money, right? That's damn good money if that's how many interviews he's doing, right? And but now he's completely cutting that off. He says he's on to something else, you feel me? And I'm looking at it like, and I think Shawn Cotton was saying the same thing, but Charleston White wasn't trying to hear him. It's like, you don't have a platform though, you feel me? Like, the thing with Charleston White is he's a shock jock. So he says shocking things that grabs attention and make people want to watch the interview. Every interview he does, I give him this. He say something left just out of the field, and it grabs your attention to make you laugh, and it's funny, or it might be something serious, right? He's gonna say something to grab your attention that's just gonna come out of left field, right? But if he does that on his own platform, his shit is gonna get canceled. His shit is gonna get taken down. His YouTube, them shit's always getting taken down. He done got 5 or 6 different YouTube channels. He got a YouTube channel that's not monetized right now. Instagram got 4 or 5 different Instagram, maybe 10 or something like that, right? So it's obviously that he can't keep a platform because he's a shock jock. You feel me? When you say shit that's shocking, not every public platform is gonna want to deal with you, right? So yeah, I think this might be this might be the one to do him in, because it was gonna be nobody that could do him in, right? Because he's willing to say anything to anybody, so that's kind of hard to beat. You feel me? A motherfucker that's just willing to say the worst of the worst. You feel me? Like, nah, bro, that shit's kind of hard to beat, right? So in the end now, it's looking like this motherfucker might just defeat himself by thinking he bigger than the program, thinking he bigger than everybody else. You feel me? I could understand this if he built a platform, if he built like a podcast or something like that. But if you ever notice, he does have a podcast, right? And that shit don't do the same numbers, right? Whenever he tries to create a platform, he cannot do it. He needs other platforms to go to and get his message off. So this one right here, cutting off Saycheese and cutting off YouTube, this one might be the one that do Charleston White in. And I believe in 2026, it ain't gonna be the same Charleston White no more. Say what you want to say about Charlamagne, feel how you want to feel about him. But he's definitely put himself in position where he's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in black media space. You feel me? Like, this historical deal he done signed with iHeart Media, when we were just speculating, is he gonna re-up because the deal was over. Him re-ing up, getting 200 million M's, that ain't no joke, man. It's letting you know where the game going, you feel me? And you know what's crazy? Joe Budden was just talking about how the podcast game might be going down. Charlamagne was like, this, hell nah, the podcasting game only going up. And he just proved that, you feel me? But it kind of showed like Joe Budden builds a universe, you feel me? Where it's the Joe Budden universe, you got the different characters, Mona, Mark Lamont, Ish, and everybody like that. But Charlamagne, and it's no knock whoever's right and who's wrong. It's just how you do it. Charlamagne has built a network. You feel me? It went from a brand, which is Charlamagne, to a goddamn network. Network is where you goddamn got so many different variations. You got, if you just go down his Black Effect network, that shit is crazy. 85 South over there, All the Smoke is over there. He got so many shows, the Jeezy podcast, Big Facts podcast, the Perspectives with Big Bank is over there. It's like, god damn, they done built a network over there. And that's really when that's the next level. You feel me? Once you brand yourself, that's what we all should aspire to be. Once you brand yourself into something, the next step to really take over shit is to build a network. A network is where you can put multiple people on, not even just put them on, but you put them on, they can grow and they can make a network, and that network is like, it's like never ending. You feel me? Just get bigger and bigger. Now, in my opinion, one of the smartest things that Charlamagne did was not limit who he converses with. You feel me? And sometimes they get him in trouble, but sometimes it's authentic. That's why it's good to do that. So he's hated by, since he's in the political world, he's hated by the Democrats as much as he's hated by the Republicans. Republicans hate him. Democrats hate him because he's willing to converse with everybody. You feel me? And he's obviously more liberal. You feel me? But they just don't trust his ass because he gonna say how he feel. And I respect that more than anything. I respect that more than you just being a yes man to everything one side says. But nonetheless, this is a power move by Charlamagne. It's just showing how much influence he has in the media space, especially in the black media space. So, damn, 200 mil. After learning about that DJ in South Carolina that infected over 700 black women, some underage, it really made me think, man, what if the CIA or the FBI would have sent another guy out in these times? Oh my God, it would be a mess on these streets, you feel me? Because I think he was out in the late 90s, mostly in the 2000s, where he preyed on black women, some young, and he was able to infect that many women. It's just surprising he was able to do that, right? But now, and this is back when black women were not into white guys. Remember that interracial shit? That shit really is a new thing. Black women divesting at the rate that they divesting that, right? It would be so bad now because through media, through social media, through commercial, just through programming, black women are way more susceptible to being in an interracial relationship now. And the thing about it is, when black women do divest, they don't really have no discernment when they divest. Black women usually, when the black woman and black women admit this, they usually have some type of heartbreak with a black man and they want to do something new, right? That's usually the story for a lot of black women, which is bullshit, but it's usually the story for a lot of black women. Could you imagine if the FBI or the CIA nowadays were to send a fairly good looking white guy out there, give him a name amongst black people, and just say, hey man, we need you to infect 1,000 black women in each state? I believe it could be done, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I think it could believe. I believe it could be done, because you going now on social media, everywhere you go, oh, lost the imposter. Oh, get you a white man. A black man ain't shit. You feel me? And I ain't saying niggas is perfect, but you know, a lot of black women are going to be dragged to hell, chasing the white man because some idiot nigga did you wrong. Okay, yeah, it's some bad niggas out there, but when I hear stories about a man, you know, deliberately infecting 700 black women, yes, that's sad and that shit shouldn't happen, but it's also telling me that black women are just so open. It was a time where black women wouldn't even dare look at the Neanderthal. He wouldn't look at him. To not to the point where it's like they choosing Neanderthal over God. Over God. It's crazy.
I hope a lot of black Americans see this, because I've always wondered, why do they keep their slave name? Like, bro, if I knew I was a descendant of slaves, bro, which I am, but I have an African name, innit? And I had a name of my slave owner, bro, I'm taking that off immediately, bro. I'm free. I don't need to keep this shit, bro. That's a way to identify us, bro. Man's free, bro. I'm detaching myself away from this, bro.
Ah, man. See, a lot of these Africans, they think they have this flex over us by saying we have slave last names, not knowing it's a lot deeper than that, right? So first and foremost, not every black American has a last name connected to the plantation and connected to a slave owner, right? Some black Americans, after slavery, they renamed their last names. Many renamed into like occupations that they did. So people with the last name like Smith or Cooper, those are not slave last names for black people. Some black people reclassified to like positive affirmations like Hardy or Goodman. Those wasn't slave last names. And then, you know, a lot of black people renamed themselves King. King was a flex. Like Martin Luther King, that was not a slave last name. A lot of black Americans renamed themselves King, right? But for us that didn't, right? For us that kept the name that was in the plantation, because my family kept it hard, right? And it was a reason behind that. It was a smart reason behind that really helped us to this day, right? It was a way to keep the family connected, right? Because after slavery, black people were moving to different parts. Some people started moving outside of the South during the Great Migration and stuff like that. So keeping that last name and keeping that foundation of that last name really was a good idea, you know, especially with black American women. They love to keep the family, you know, the grandmas and stuff like that. And that was a great way to do it. And now fast forward to today, say you're a black American, you move to a state that you never moved to before, you never lived there before, you don't know nobody there. You can literally go online to your genealogy, find out who your family members is in that state, and maybe if they got a Facebook or LinkedIn, you can talk to her, hey, I'm your cousin, whatever. Boom! That helped you stay connected, right? So that was a smart thing that in hindsight was genius, because it keeps the black family together, even when some of us might stray away, you know what I'm saying? But this is no flex on us, because first of all, some of us don't have slave names connected to the plantation. But shit, the ones that do, hey, we have a long history with our name, and we appreciate our name.